Welcome to From the Mind of Christine McConnell. This is your first exclusive video for Patreon subscribers. Before I get going, I just want to stop and say thank you so much for your contribution. It is making so many things possible for me, and I'm going to be saying thank you a lot. So for today's episode, we're doing something pretty darn simple, just converting an artificial skull into a powder puff container for your vanity. You can place it on your vanity, you can put it anywhere. But it's pretty simple. I ordered the skull on Amazon. I think it was about $50, which was a little pricey. And if you want to do this on the cheap, you can order a less expensive one and paint it up a little bit to look great. I just wanted something that actually weighed about the same as a skull and looks pretty realistic. So let's get going. Okay, so for the base components of this, I ordered the skull online from Amazon, and I will provide a link to where you can purchase that. And it just comes in a little bag, in a little box. The jaw, it does not come attached. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so if you splurge on anything ever and you're into crafts, I would say getting a Dremel or a rotary tool is kind of the most incredible thing on earth. I use it for literally almost every project. It's so incredibly useful. And for the longest time, I was just using the handheld part of the tool. And then I started to find that like my wrist was getting really tired. So then I found out they sell these like attachment pieces, which, oh my God, makes it so much easier. So now that I've got my markings done on the skull, I feel like they're pretty balanced overall. That's gonna lift up really nice because of the shape. It'll just rest on itself and it won't fall into the cavity. So I think I'm ready to start on that. And now, one of the big things about using a Dremel tool is obviously safety. So wear gloves, wear a dust mask if you can. And then I also got this thing that looks a whole lot more expensive than it is. I think this thing only costs like 25 bucks. But it kind of protects your face and you can still see everything. So it doesn't obstruct your view or anything like that. And it goes on and off pretty easy and doesn't really mess up your hair. Okay, so it's totally set now, and it only took, I don't know, 30 minutes with that two-part epoxy. So now that it's fully set, we get to start pretty much just doing the fun stuff. I'm going to line the entire cavity with something really pretty. And I am going to use a hot glue gun to go around the ridge here, just because, you know, fabric doesn't necessarily last forever, and you want to be able to just pull that out and replace it at some point if you want to. Plus, it's also a really simple, easy way to get it in there and get it to stay in place. All right, so that took a tiny bit longer than I was expecting, but it's finished and it's pretty, so I'm super happy. And I do realize that I don't need two of these, so I was thinking, you guys have kind of changed my life. I would love to give as much as I possibly can to you, and sort of exceed your expectations at every turn if I can think of a way to do that. So I will be doing a raffle and giving this away to one of you. I think I'll be doing a live stream on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'll give all the details about that. And if you aren't able to tune in for that, don't worry. If your name is pulled, you will still be winning this.